Welcome to my house. I'm Grumpy Buckle, and you're fishing with Uncle Buck. Today's episode, we're going to head over to Colorado, Rocky Lake. We got 3 missions that we need to take care of over there. The first 2, we'll be able to take care of the first one while we're actually going to do the first main mission that we do over there. So let's Rocky Angler. They want us to equip a barbless spoon, set a good time for fish, catch a fish using this stop and go retrieve, which is probably the best that you want to do over there at Rocky Lake anyway. And of course, release the fish. Now there's a lot of release in here. The whole motif, I believe, of this mission to Rocky Lake was the fact of using barbless and why we use barbless. We're going to talk about that while we're fishing over there. Okay, so we have the Careful Angler, then we're going to do the Rocky Exploration, where we're going to be chasing the golden shiner, the bluegill, the black crappie, the white bass, and the white sucker. And then the final mission over there. And I find it odd, if you look at when we complete the first one, we get a barbless nano spinner, of which we can actually use in the next mission. And when we complete that, they're giving us some barbless hooks. Now these cost gold, the bait coins, when you actually go to buy them in the store. But I found it odd that the last mission that we have to do a catch and release, and it's all about barbless hooks, that they give us a spinner with barbs on it as a reward. Anyway, let's go over the inventory. Let's see what we're taking over there. What we are taking: our ultralight with a barbless narrow spoon, 1/4 ounce. We are taking our Omni Float match rod. We are taking our all around 1210. And at this level, some of you guys should be probably maybe have 3 or 4 poles, so you may actually have a telescopic at this point, which I also like to flip, because you can flip a telescopic or you can flip the match rod, either one. But we're gonna talk a lot about flipping over there, because that's how we're gonna catch most of these fish in the first mission. So you can take a look at the gear that we need to take. Now let's take a look at our baits. Our baits. Well, let's go look at our journal real fast. Must-have baits for this lake: small minnows, grasshoppers, natural eggs, artificial salmon eggs, mayflies, and of course that narrow 1/4 ounce spoon. Now, the local bait shop over there, they've got redworms, flies, mayflies. Of course, the mayflies are going to cost you. That's bait coins there. Crickets, small minnows, and artificial eggs. Now, depending on what level you are, the natural eggs, you got to be at 15 to grab them. The mayflies, to get them without paying for gold, you got to be at level 16. But we should have most of that over here. So we look at our tackle box. We are bringing some natural eggs. We are bringing some small minnows. We're bringing some dough balls, because we've got a couple of fish over there that we may have to grab on the dough balls. Most of them will be able to get on the red worms. That's the way we're going to attack them. And of course, you want your insect baits over there for trout. You want your grasshoppers and your crickets, mayflies. But like I said, for this first session, we're going to go ahead and we're going to go after them with some red worms. So with that being said, I think we've got all of our gear now. We're geared up. Make sure you grab yourself a license, and I will see you over there. Well, here we are, Colorado. Let's take a look. We've got 2 spawn-in points that we can get to over here. One is the Fantastic Fishing. I love this spot over here. You can definitely throw into this corner over here and here, pull up a lot of trout, and drag your line all the way across this bank where we're standing over there. Now where we're going to fish for the panfish is we're going to actually go in over here at Trout Galore. Now there's a lot of rocks out in the water over in here, and I'll show you a couple of good spots to hit around over in there. And we're gonna grab, and you can hit this spot that we're gonna fish from either side, but it's a little more convenient from this side, so we're gonna start off over there. So let's drop down in and get set up. I always hit the wrong button when I want to do that. Alright, so let's take a look at our lake. This is a pretty lake too. I enjoy coming here. There's a lot of fish to be had. You can catch a lot of trout here. Now we're going to set up first thing because we're actually going to fish out in this direction. So we're going to set our rod stand up. Now, I cheated a little bit on you guys. I brought my rod stand because I'm going to have to stay here after we do these missions and make some money. Otherwise, I'm here and I'm going to be in the red. So let's start off with, we're going to start off with our first match rod, and we've got red worms on it, and we're going to, of course, we're fishing for panfish, so let's bring that leader up. We want to go right around 20 inches or so, 50 centimeter. We're just going to throw up in here. And we'll put him down in one. And I brought a feeder. There's some red worms in him. And we'll throw him up there. Now, let's talk about Flippin. Well, maybe we won't even get a chance to talk about Flippin at the moment. Like I said, either your match rods or your telescopic rods, you can with the F11 key on PC guys, you can turn it into a casting, a normal cast like I just threw that match rod out. Or if you toggle your F11 again, it brings it in so you can flip with it. Now what's nice about this is it's a quick and dirty way to just grab up some fish really quick. Now we're going to keep an eye on that guy over there because there he goes. So let's go over and grab him real fast. See what we started off with here. Alrighty, there's our bluegill. So we got him out of the way. And we've got one swimming away with our bobber. Alrighty, that dough ball from our flipping stick. And there's our golden shiner. Alright, so let's put him away. Let's pull out our other match rod so we can get it back out to where it goes. We'll throw him right back out there. Alright, so we got our golden shiner, we got our bluegill. Let's pull our mat. Let's pull that. No, it's not. Nope. And there's our black crappie. Just like that. And who's dancing with Uncle Buck this time? Oh, that looks like a jumping trout there, and he's not on our list. Yep, young rainbow trout eating our worms. That's okay. anywhere up along there, right out in front of that log. And right away out there. And there's another golden shiner. Nice young rainbow trout. Oop. Grab the wrong pole. There we go. Let's get our flipping stick back out now and see if we can grab something nice over here. Now this was the other spot I wanted to show you around here. Anywhere around that rock, you're going to catch black crappie. You're going to catch all these panfish. Oh, we missed it. That looks like one. What's nice about this, the same one I just did, and we're still pulling up these trout. And there goes one off and running. So when you're facing here, and you've got your back towards your rod stand, when it goes off, you can hit the number to shift 1, 2, or 3, whichever position that pole that's going off, and it will automatically just flip around and go grab it. Your avatar will do that for you. But one is going off again. And there's our white bass. We can mark him off the list. And now we've got this guy going off with another golden shiner. And back rabbit. Now we should be able to get, all we have left is the white sucker. And we should be able to get him up in here also. Oh, okay. Well, that's going to be in position 1. So, iron. Are you going to go off? Yes, you are. Big old bluegill, but you can see the technique on that flipping stick. It just, that's it. Give it a couple of tugs on the reel and in it comes. Basically, as you would do in real life, like you would open your bell up, you're holding it down with your finger, and you just flip the top of your rod out and let go, and it'll flip right out there. 10 feet, whatever you got left on your rod. Alright. And there is our white sucker. And that completes the first mission. Now, let's take a look real quick, because that very first mission is the careful angler. Release the fish, catch fish using the stop and go retrieve. Now, we haven't been using any of that right now, but we've caught 10 fish probably at this point. We've got 18 fish on barbless hook, so if you're keeping up with me, you should probably already have that one completed. Let's go ahead and grab this guy. Alright, we'll keep him. I couldn't ask for a better entrance. Let's go bring this guy in. And that'll complete our mission here. And I'll be back in the next one. Actually, let's take a minute. Let's put this guy away. Let's pull that flipping stick back up. Let's go. Now that leader was probably a little deep. I just realized that when it went in. But there's a lot of black crappie, trophy black crappie right there where I threw that. But we've got night crawlers on. So he's probably not going to hit that. I was going after that white sucker with these. The flipping stick is nice. Once it feels tension on there, it's just a couple of cranks with the wheel on your reel, and it will pull the fish right up out of the water and in. And if you, it's very hard and difficult with these other machine sticks, weapons. If you want to just catch something real close to the bank, with here you can just back up. Let's shorten our leader up a little bit. Let's put her down there 20 inches where we really want her. And you can just slip her right out there, catch it right at the deep part. And it's nice. And remember our tight lines all the time, so you just give her a little bump. So we got her set way down low. So we can, well, wander in a couple of too many times, and that's what'll happen. It'll just, you only gotta wind it a couple of times till it gets tension. Come on. You're in there. There we go. Nibble. There he is. Bingo, go and China. Alrighty. We'll see you the next trip. We're going to come back here. I'm going to stay right here. We're going to knock out the Rocky Trail and complete this one. Thanks for fishing with Uncle Buck. We'll see you next time.